How do you gain a horse's trust when you're training? That's a very interesting thing. I love that concept. Be clear, it's not about being nice and being soft all the time. It's not about being hard on them and making them listen to you. Be clear. It's just communication. You gain their trust the same as you gain trust with people. If you communicate really clearly with someone and they know exactly what the parameters are, what your boundaries are, what's acceptable, what's not acceptable, they know that they can trust you to be the same every day. It's exactly the same thing with a horse. If you're clear with them, you can be tough on them. You can push on them. You can ask them to do things. You can expect things physically and mentally from a horse as long as you're clear, as long as it's the same every day, as long as you're consistent. That horse will learn to trust you. And so I always say there's two things in horse training. The horse needs to know where to go from the pressure you put on it. So every time you pressure that horse in any way, the smallest pressures, the biggest pressures, they need to know where to go, which means you need to be clear on what you want so that you can reward them or release them when they go where you want them to go. And the second thing is you need to always give them enough time to go there. They need to trust that when you ask them to do something, you are also going to give them a legitimate amount of time to react to that pressure, react to that cue, and give you the response that you want without getting killed off, getting aggressive, getting hard on them. Learning where to go from the pressure you put on them and learning that they'll always have enough time to do and go where you need them to go is how you gain their trust.